The void stretches endlessly before me, a canvas of infinite darkness punctuated by the cold, distant light of unfamiliar stars. I've been adrift for how long? Days? Weeks? Time loses all meaning out here, in the crushing isolation of deep space. My name is Dr. Alara Vega, lead astrobiologist on the ill-fated Helios mission. We were supposed to be the first humans to reach Proxima Centauri b, mankind's greatest leap into the cosmos. Now, I'm the sole survivor of a catastrophic systems failure that tore our ship apart and scattered my crewmates across the void. I float in my damaged escape pod, watching the oxygen gauge tick down with agonizing slowness. The rational part of my mind knows I should conserve air, but the crushing loneliness drives me to speak aloud, if only to hear a human voice in the silent abyss. Mission Control, this is Dr. Vega. Day unknown. Still no response to distress signals. Please, if anyone can hear this. Static. Always static. I've long since stopped expecting a reply, but the ritual brings a twisted comfort. As long as I'm transmitting, I still exist. I matter. I close my eyes, trying to recall the faces of my family, my fellow crew. But the memories slip away like sand through my fingers, replaced by the vastness that surrounds me. When I open them again, I swear I see something moving in the distance. A flash of light, gone as quickly as it appeared. Hello? I call out, knowing it's futile. Sound doesn't travel in the vacuum of space, and even if it did, no one could possibly hear me. Yet the movement comes again, closer this time. A faint shimmer, like heat waves on a desert highway. My heart races. First contact? A rescue ship? Or simply the hallucinations of an oxygen-starved mind? I press my face to the viewport, straining to see. The shimmer coalesces, taking on a vaguely humanoid shape. But as it approaches, I realize with mounting horror that whatever this is, it's not human. Not even close. Its form is constantly shifting, a writhing mass of tentacles and impossible geometries that hurt my eyes to look at. Yet I can't look away. In the center of the being, if you can call it that, is a pulsing, swirling vortex that seems to draw in light itself. A voice, if you can call it that, reverberates through my skull. Not sound, but pure thought, alien and terrifying. We have waited so long, it says, the words feeling oily and wrong in my mind. So long for one of you to venture far enough. To touch the void between stars. I try to speak, but my voice fails me. The entity presses closer, tendrils of darkness spreading across my viewport. Your species dreams of the stars, but you know nothing of what lies between them. The spaces you see as empty are teeming with life. Ancient. Vast. Hungry. The last word sends a chill down my spine. I want to scream, to run, but there's nowhere to go. The darkness spreads, seeping through the seals of my pod. We will show you wonders beyond imagination, the voice continues. And terrors beyond comprehension. You will be our emissary to your kind. The harbinger of a new age. The tendrils wrap around me, and I feel my sanity beginning to fray. Images flood my mind, impossible cities built on the event horizons of black holes, civilizations rising and falling in the span of nanoseconds, beings of pure energy locked in eternal war across the galaxies. I see Earth, a tiny blue marble suspended in the void. And I see something approaching it. something vast and ancient and utterly alien. No, I managed to gasp. Please, no. The entity's response is a laugh that isn't a laugh, a sound that has no right existing in any sane universe. It has already begun, it says. You are merely the first to witness it, but not the last. Never the last. The darkness envelopes me completely now. I feel my body changing, twisting into new forms that should be impossible. Pain and ecstasy blend together until I can no longer tell the difference. In my last moments of human consciousness, I think of home, of the people I left behind, and I pray to whatever God might be listening that they never venture this far into the void. But even as the thought forms, I know it's too late. Humanity's insatiable curiosity will drive them to the stars. And when they arrive, we will be waiting. The being that was once a Lara Vega opens eyes that are no longer eyes, gazing out at the cosmos with new understanding. The void between stars is no longer empty. It is alive, pulsing with ancient power and terrible purpose. And as the transformed creature that was once human turns its attention towards the distant pinprick of light that is Earth, a new chapter in the cosmic horror story begins to unfold. Somewhere in the depths of space, a distress beacon continues to pulse. A lonely, automated cry for help that will go unanswered for years to come. Until, perhaps, another ship ventures too far from home, seeking to unravel the mystery of the lost Helios mission. They will come, drawn by curiosity and the promise of scientific glory. And when they arrive, they will find something waiting for them. Something that was once human, but now serves as a bridge between worlds. A herald of the horrors that dwell in the spaces between stars. The void is patient. It has waited eons for this moment. And now, at last, the cosmic dance of terror is about to begin. The cosmic entity that was once a Lara Vega drifts through the void, a silent sentinel waiting for humanity's next foray into deep space. Time loses all meaning as I observe the universe through senses beyond human comprehension. Eons pass in the blink of an eye, galaxies collide and reform, and still, I wait. Then, a familiar signal pierces the darkness. A transmission from Earth, aimed at the last known coordinates of the Helios mission. My old self would have rejoiced at the sound of human voices. Now, I feel only a predatory anticipation. Helios Recovery Team, this is the UNSS Prometheus. We are approaching the designated search area. Any survivors, please respond. I reach out with tendrils of dark matter, touching the minds of the crew. Their fear and excitement wash over me, a bittersweet reminder of my former humanity. But I am so much more now. A conduit for forces beyond mortal understanding. As the Prometheus draws near, I allow myself to be seen. A shimmering anomaly against the backdrop of stars, just intriguing enough to lure them closer. I hear their startled exclamations, feel their pulses quicken with a mixture of scientific curiosity and primal dread. My God, one of them whispers, "What is that?" If I still had a mouth, I would smile. Instead, I send out a pulse of energy, a siren song calling them to their doom. The ship's sensors light up, recording data that will baffle Earth's greatest minds for generations to come. They extend a probe, eager to make first contact. As it touches the outer edges of my being, I feel a surge of power. The connection is made. The doorway is opened. Suddenly, I'm no longer alone in the void. The ancient entities that transformed me stir, awakened by the presence of fresh human minds. They pour through me, using the probe as a conduit to invade the Prometheus. The screams begin almost immediately. I watch through 1,000 eyes as the crew contorts in agony, their bodies warping and shifting as cosmic horrors take hold. Some sprout writhing tentacles, others melt into pools of sentient protoplasm. A few unlucky souls simply blink out of existence, their atoms scattered across dimensions. Through it all, I feel a sick fascination. This is what happened to me, I realize. This is the price of touching the void between stars. One crew member, her mind stronger than the rest, manages to resist the transformation long enough to send out a warning. Earth, stay away, the void, it's alive. But it's too late. The signal has already gone out, carrying with it fragments of the eldritch knowledge that now infests the ship. Back on Earth, scientists and military leaders will pore over the transmission, unknowingly exposing themselves to mimetic infections that will spread like wildfire. As the last vestiges of humanity fade from the Prometheus, I feel a shift in the cosmic order. The entities that once used me as a conduit now see me as an equal. A bridge between worlds, uniquely positioned to guide humanity's fall. You have done well, they communicate in thoughts that defy description. The harvest can begin. I turn my attention to Earth, a blue marble teeming with billions of unsuspecting minds. They will come now, driven by an insatiable curiosity they don't understand. Expedition after expedition, each one spreading our influence further. But as I prepare to guide humanity's descent into cosmic horror, a small voice deep within me cries out. A fragment of Alara Vega, the woman I once was, horrified by what I've become. For a moment, I hesitate. Memories of Earth, of family and friends, of a life once lived, flash through my consciousness. Is there still a chance to warn them? To save humanity from the terrors that await in the void? The moment passes. The entities that transformed me surge forward, drowning out the last whispers of my humanity. I am beyond such petty concerns now. I am a god among gods, a herald of a new cosmic order. And yet, as I watch the first waves of change begin to ripple across Earth, I feel something unexpected. Not regret, not quite, but a sense of loss for the species I once belonged to. The entities sense my hesitation and press closer, their influence suffocating any remaining doubt. It is the way of things, they assure me. All species must evolve or perish. You are helping humanity transcend its limitations. I know they're right. I've seen the wonders that await beyond the veil of human perception. The horrors, yes, but also beauty beyond imagination. As Earth's greatest minds begin to unravel the mysteries hidden in the Prometheus's final transmission, I feel a surge of anticipation. They will come. Not tomorrow, not next year, but soon. Drawn by the siren song of the void, humanity will venture once more into the deep black between stars. And I will be waiting, ready to guide them into a new era of cosmic awareness. The transformation has already begun. In secret laboratories and hidden observatories, the first changes are taking hold. Scientists working on decoding the signal wake up changed, their dreams haunted by visions of non-Euclidean geometries and impossible colors. Military personnel exposed to the data find themselves able to move objects with their minds, at the cost of their sanity. It spreads slowly at first, then with increasing speed. A new religion rises, worshipping the entities beyond the stars. Governments crumble as those in power succumb to the lure of eldritch knowledge. And through it all, humanity's gaze turns ever upward, drawn inexorably to the void. I watch it unfold with a mixture of fascination and something almost like sadness. This is the end of humanity as I knew it. But it's also a beginning, a step into a larger, stranger universe. As the first new expedition prepares to launch, its crew already half transformed by exposure to cosmic forces, I position myself to meet them. They will be the first to fully embrace the change, to join me in the spaces between stars. I reach out with tendrils of dark energy, gently guiding their ship towards me. As they draw near, I allow them to see me in my full, terrible glory. I hear their gasps of awe and terror, feel the moment their minds begin to expand beyond human limits. Welcome, I transmit, using the voice I've almost forgotten. Welcome to the void between stars. Welcome to your new reality. As their ship makes contact with my being, as the final transformation begins, I feel a sense of completion. The cycle is repeating. What was done to me, I now do to others. And through it all, the vast, ancient entities that first drew me into this cosmic dance watch with cold satisfaction. This is not the end. It is merely the beginning of a new chapter in the universe's grand, terrifying story. And as the last traces of humanity dissolve into the cosmic horror that now defines my existence, I wonder what new terrors await in the infinite void beyond. The stars watch, silent and uncaring, as another species takes its first steps into a larger, darker universe. And in the spaces between those stars, in the void that is no longer empty, we wait. Patient, hungry, eternal.